So, the internet went down last night. Or, as a lot of people would say, Facebook and Instagram, which is basically the internet for a lot of people, went down last night. Everyone was logged out. People thought they were hacked. A lot of people worried that their careers would be gone. And so many businesses actually rely on Facebook and Instagram alone that it led me to think, what would happen if Facebook and Instagram actually gets deleted and there's no way of getting it back? What would happen to you? What would happen to your business if you have one? What would happen if you are a Facebook content creator or an Instagram content creator and you don't have any other platforms that you are using? Just Facebook, just Instagram. Let's talk about it in today's episode of Unscripted with Kathy. Last night I was working and then I saw my Viber notifications start blowing up. So I knew there was something happening because my Viber does not reach 51 to 100 notifications in the middle of the night, because most of the people on my Viber account are from Manila and they would be sleeping at this time. But last night I saw the numbers going up and up and up, and I was in a corporate meeting, and so I wasn't able to open it yet. And when I did, I saw the people were freaking out. They were like, "Oh my god, nalag out ako. Oh my god, I think I got hacked." And so the first thing I did was to actually check online to see if Facebook was down or Instagram was down. Now, a lot of people won't be doing this. They would just freak out, panic, and worry. So, what I would say is, if you're listening to this and this happens again in the future, check first. Check Twitter, check online. Because if it's a worldwide thing, rest assured that someone would have posted about it and it would be viral in an instant. So I saw that it was a worldwide problem, so I didn't panic. But then I did think, so what would happen if Facebook goes down? And I started thinking, well, for me personally, it was okay because I still have my blog, I have my YouTube, and I also have TikTok. But most of all, I had my blog, which is almost 19 years old now. And I wasn't worried because I have been telling a lot of people, if you have a business, if you have a career on social media, you must have a website, because that website is yours because you're paying for it. And the owner of my website is Google. So unless Google suddenly disappears, which is almost not a potential problem, I'm safe. As opposed to free platforms like Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. You don't pay anything to own a space on it. You just need an account and you can use it. But my website, I pay for it. It's mine. I own it, so to speak. With YouTube, I have a premium account, but I know it's also not mine. So I really rely heavily on my website for everything else. Now, if you are a business owner, you should have a website, because when all else fails, again, your website is yours. And you must secure it and make sure that it's not easy to hack. But then I also got to thinking on the personal side. What happens to the people that I talk to? And I realized the people that I really would like to speak with on a regular basis, to keep in touch, I have them on my phone. I have their mobile number. I have their Viber. I have their WhatsApp. For my work, I also have the WhatsApp, the Teams, the Google Chats, everything else that's needed to make sure that if Facebook and Instagram was down, it wouldn't affect my work or my 9 to 5, so to speak. So there were a lot of realizations in the few minutes that Instagram and Facebook were down. Businesses should have websites, content creators should have their own websites because that's the fail safe. It's what would keep you safe and secure in the long run. Now you might say, oh, but it's never going to happen. How do you know? Nobody thought that the world would shut down 4 years ago, and yet it happened. If that can happen, anything can happen. So last night, I also thought to myself, what about the photos? What about the videos? Thankfully, I have my Google Drive, I have my Google Photos for those. So they're still safe. So I didn't panic because the things that mattered, I made sure to keep safe in another space. I had backup plans for my backup plans. A lot of people don't have this. A lot of people, unfortunately, do not have the means. But for those who can, if you have a phone, you can save numbers. Start saving them now. If you have photos, spread them out. You have your email, you have your Google Photos, print them out. Keep the ones that you really just want to keep. Don't put it all on Facebook and then delete it because, again, Facebook could go away in an instant. If the owner of Facebook decides to do so, there's really nothing we can do. We're using his platform for free, so we don't have any rights to it. And most important of all, I realized that if your life is around social media or online, maybe, just maybe, you need to start doing something to have a life outside of social media. Create something out of social media. Because if your life is dependent on something that can be gone in a snap, it's really going to be heartbreaking when that happens. So I hope that for those out there who had a realization that they can't live without Facebook or Instagram, maybe you need to start doing something so that you can start to live without it. I'm not judging, I'm just suggesting so that should it happen, you would still be okay. And for the parents, especially who felt this extreme anxiety, think, why is the idea of losing Facebook so stressful for you? Perhaps you need to realign things. I hope that this episode made you think, made you ponder, made you realize a few things. I'll see you guys on the next one.